Hello and welcome to the Handicapable Black Woman Throne Room. My view of humanity is a whole new tea. Hi, hello to all my lovelies, my beauties, my royalties. Take that deep breath. Don't forget about the Epstein files. Yeah, we're not hearing about it that much. I did watch a few lives that were all fully run by the Democrats. Not one Republican showed up. Ironically, it was in Florida too. And you got to actually listen to some of the victims. It's in my history if I can find. And the sad part is, like, some of the evidence and things that I've been watching and listening to lately, for some reason, some of the videos have been taken down, and because even there was one of the episodes that I said I would post it in both episodes, and now I'm upset because this woman was going on a date and the guy lied to her. It's like, because not only because she doesn't want kids for whatever reason, none of our business, but the guy lied to her saying that's okay. But then not only does he possibly want more kids, but he has a kid, but he wanted to date her. And so yeah, this episode's gonna kind of be about like a part two, but really diving into that part because I keep catching men either in lies or they're not answering questions just because, like, the way they date is one reason why we have a 50% divorce rate. So it's time to grab that scorching, boiling hot petty tea. If you like it cold, hold the ice because the ice is a hot mess in these streets. Take a deep breath, babies. Add a little sugar to that tea because yeah, we're gonna. But okay, first it's gonna be a little mini story time. One that I woke up thinking about, and another reason why, because yeah, one reason I was doing workouts like yesterday, and today, it's gonna be a really big workout day. Because I hate that I keep thinking about that no good, despicable jerk. But every time I cook and I need to cut something, I need one of the knives. And like when he would first start coming over and I would cook, most of our knives were dull because we had a knife sharpener, but it stopped working. And once my mom got diagnosed with cancer and then she passed away, it's just, I don't know, like there's some things in the house where it's just like, and yes, it was years ago. And then the year after, I couldn't walk anymore. And so I had to have the surgery. And then, like, that was like, I think only the third time I ever saw my dad cry. And watch the episode with, I don't know what order, but I talk about To Kill a Tiger. Get on Netflix and watch that show because oh yeah, like Marjorie Taylor Greene brought up, like, why don't women go to the police right after blah 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 blah. That episode says everything. Even though it's in India, America is so similar. The shame and the blame they put on women, so similar. It's like they never want to blame the man because, oh, men are going to be men, boys will be boys. Oh, the president admits that he just grabs women by the kitty because he's rich and he can do it or whatever. Oh, so what? Oh, these pastors are like, oh no, let's forgive him. He's God, he's anointed with God, forgiveness, and oh, he cheated on his wife. Like, they always want to blame the woman. How dare that woman? Blah blah blah. Do you know how many married men have written me on dating apps? Do you know how many married men? And like even now, like after dating Mr. Spider, when I see separated, swipe left. I want not because with Mr. No Heart and Spider, there's so many similarities, and both of them only dated me. They only dated me to make their exes jealous because I'm very goal oriented. I want to achieve and do so many things. And so when their kids, well, Mr. Spider's kid didn't meet me, but the Gremlin, his ex wife, harassed the mess out of me. her, like, the only reason she didn't click on my LinkedIn page, because she admitted the only reason she didn't click on it was because I was going to have evidence that she harassed me. But all the other social medias, they don't keep track of it, so then she can just go scorch earth and do whatever and be a bully and be evil and mean. Gremlin's the same one who called me obese special ed and so many other things. Yeah, she heartless, all in my opinion. This is all in my opinion, but she's a heartless, no good, stupid, idiotic bigot. Especially the bigot part. But yeah, some men only date because even with like I think all men they don't really want me, but they want to they want something to brag about because I just finished my first master's and I was about to apply for my second because I wasn't sure, but I was like, you know what? I want to go scorched earth with these interviews because with how I walk, companies kept saying like, "Oh, you don't want to work here. Oh, you wouldn't even make it from the parking lot. Oh, you'd get tired of like, oh, why do you walk like that? Oh, like I didn't have a reason." And but now that I know it's my disability, oh, how many companies? Oh, because some of the things they said were so illegal, and it's so funny. It's kind of funny how I'm applying for a business job. I have a degree. I took HR classes, especially like I had an amazing HR professor. Like the only reason I didn't get an A in her class is like I had a very hard semester and I think that was the same semester I had communications or I had another class where we had group projects and no one else was doing the work. I literally had to do the entire projects the entire semester. The entire semester. So there were some times where I would want to study more, but I couldn't. And that's the only reason I ended up getting a B in that class. But she was like the best professor I had at Oakland University. So yeah, I talk a lot about the bad, but there were some good. I did learn some. Some of them were kind of robotic learning and stuff, but my women's history and my oh, anthropology, Mr. Stamps, yeah, let's just say like my heart, like he was so amazing. Like I think he's still alive. Please be alive. Like they had an anthropology reunion, but I was too scared to go because like most people thought I was lying about my disability and they would tease me or laugh at how I walk. So I was embarrassed to go. I wanted to go. And even one of my anthropology classmates from years ago wrote me asking, "Oh, am I going to see you there?" No, no, I'm not. And they were just like, "Why? No, you need to." Yeah, I didn't go because I was too scared. So, but yeah. Anyway, I realized most men, like when I was about to apply for my second master's, all of a sudden, oh, look, she's going to get her second match. He would go around the bar on karaoke nights because I was still trying to figure out my life. I was like, since no one at Oakland University believed me, none of them wanted to be my friend. None of them really wanted to talk to me or hang out with me because they're like, oh, she talks about her mom ABUS seeing her. Oh, she talks like she acts like her family, blah blah blah. Nothing's wrong with her. She just drags her feet because she wants to. She's lazy. She's this. She's that. Well, yeah. So anyway, and yeah, I got the proof now. I got the proof now. But he, like, and I blocked him on Plenty of Fish once, but since he made another account just to talk to me, I'm like, wow, he must be really interested in me. No, he wasn't. He saw a low self esteem woman and he knew, like, a Christian woman, so he knew how to take advantage of me. He knew exactly how to blackmail me, take it, like, make me feel bad and take advantage. And because, yeah, when I told him that I just applied and I got accepted for my second master's, he went all around the bar love bombing. Oh, guess what? My soon to be girlfriend. I'm not your girlfriend. Oh, yeah, but I'm going to convince her. I thought I was like, No, no, we said friends, and but yeah, you guys already know the story. If you don't, there's over 800 episodes where I talk about it. So, but then Mr. Spider, one of the first things he brought up, or he brought up a few times, and it was kind of a red flag. But I just thought, you know what? I'm a sapiosexual, so maybe he loves that I love learning. No, he loved that I was a adjunct professor because that would make his ex-wife jealous, to the point where she went on rateyourprofessor.com and printed off all of the bad ratings when, yeah, a lot of like the students who loved my classes didn't really write one, and but a lot of the students who didn't want to do the work, didn't want to come to class, even though I in the syllabus participation was 15% of the grade, but then at the end they would tell me, you made me think too much, I didn't feel like coming, you hurt my brain. I literally had students tell me I hurt their brain because I made them think, because I didn't do the robotic type of teaching or fill in the blank. I don't roll like that. I hate that. No, I want you thinking. I want you being creative. So, and if like, and I'm not saying creative like you have to write your own novel or whatever, but when you when I am making you be creative, that helps with problem solving, because some of the creativity was problem solving, like with the court cases and things like that, which some of the students actually loved it. And one of my students actually said that at the end of class, because she didn't know what her area of expertise would be, and she was like, these cases really made me want to maybe do something in law now, because she didn't know of how like the, how exquisite and unique some of these cases were. So, but anyway, yeah, like with Mr. Spider, he, yeah, he only liked that part. He only wanted to make his ex, the gremlin, jealous. It sucks. I'm only worth making ex-wives and ex-girlfriends jealous. Because with Mr. No Heart, his ex-wife, she said once the orange man gets voted in, she was gonna buy me like a slave and beat me until I pass away. That's what she said this to her daughters. To her daughters. And then her oldest daughter is crying. I had to calm her down because, yeah, we didn't know what happened first because my ex just calls me. And I've said this before, but yeah, you don't know the trauma. Like, it's like that's traumatizing to her, to the oldest daughter, and that's traumatizing to me too, because I'm like, so I'm hanging out with someone's daughter who's literally saying they're going to buy me as a slave. They see, like, but then all of a sudden, she's sleeping with black men. It's like because she's trying to post on or brag about it to her. And it's just like, hold up, wait a what? Did you tell him what you plan on doing with me? What are you, and this is one reason why with some Democrats I don't, and this is why I talk politics as soon as possible. This is why in so many episodes I tell you, talk politics. And because okay, I'm about to get into the main theme of everything, but a lot of men only date you because they think you're pretty. Beauty fades. Beauty fades. What's behind the curtain of your beauty? Because some men, they they only want to brag about you in some way or fashion. For some reason, men keep telling me they don't want a smart woman, but some of them, they want me, kind of, because they know it's going to make their past upset. It's going to make the past girlfriends and ex-wives upset. Sometimes it's wives because the men don't tell me they're still married, but I already talked about that. And I'm going to talk about that more. But anyway, and some of these men might be 6 feet, six pack abs, but okay, if they're conservative, they might be trying to vote your rights away. especially black women, might be trying to vote your rights away. Disability community, have you heard what some of these states are trying to do with the disability community? Have you ever heard of the ugly laws? Some of them are trying to bring some of the ugly laws back. So watch your back. Because, yeah, I've met some conservative disabled people. And then the things they call me. The things they call me. It's entertaining. It's interesting. But especially one, there was a blind white guy who matched on a dating app, and I'm like, I talk politics. He started calling me stupid and moronic because he was like, "You're too dumb. You need to focus on finding a husband." It's like, you shouldn't care about what someone thinks politically. You shouldn't be talking about, a woman's not supposed to talk politics because that's not how you're ever going to find a man. But then these incels and then these single men, they want the passport women because, yeah, these passport women aren't going to talk politics. Some of them want to be American citizens, and then when that happens, they blame the woman. The woman was smart. She knew stay quiet. She knew be quiet long enough so I could get married, become a legal citizen. And then I can divorce them. Then I could leave them. They're smart. Like a lot of these men, they hate smart women, but these immigrant women, yeah, their parents raised them right. Yeah, passport ladies, the ladies coming over. Yeah, stay quiet. Stay quiet. Yep, do what you gotta. I understand. It's like, oh yeah, because the orange man, he's trying to tighten some of those rules and everything. So be careful. Be careful, study, like, yeah, study up the law, study up the rules and everything like that. Maybe listen to some of these lawyer YouTubers that might be talking about that subject manner. Okay, okay. Because I know with Mr. Spider, he tricked me really well. He tricked my father really well. That's one reason I brought up the knives, because he didn't do it by machine. He brought a stone, and he did that on one of our goal nights. And that was a red flag because part of me, I'm like, we're supposed to be working on our goals and you're sharpening the knives of the house. I thought it was sweet and loving, but at the same time, I'm like, we've got a lot to do. And you said you were going to help me with my website. And it's like now you're. And so, yeah, I was twisted because I'm like, it was nice and caring because he noticed, but at the same time, yeah, he ended up in over 5 months not doing a daggone thing for the website. Not one. So, but my dad, he has a few knives that he uses for when he goes hunting or whatever. And so when I showed my dad what he did, and he was like, "Oh, can he sharpen my hunting knives?" And he was gonna come over later that week anyway, so I messaged him. I'm like, "I'm sorry, but yeah, I showed my dad, and now my dad, like, he wants to know if you can." And he's like, "Oh, that's not a problem. Yeah." And he came over and he did it, and did a great job. But it's like some people might be like, "Why are you talking about Mr. Spider?" And it's just, he didn't just affect me, because you're talking to a family where I was brought up in the church and people telling me I must be possessed. People must said that I wasn't praying hard enough. So my family were all thinking I was a liar. I was making it up. And then next thing you know, I couldn't walk anymore. I had to have the surgery. Like, the whole, if you don't know, listen to past episodes. But I will never forget the day my dad was crying when I couldn't walk anymore. And because I just gave up. I went to my room and I was just in bed, like, and my dad he cried. He was like, "Please, let's just let me take you to the ER. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry." Like, we didn't know anything. Like, and so then it was a year of, like, 2 years of hell, but one extremely, the depths of hell, of pain and testing and going doctor to doctor to doctor. Doctor still saying it was me. I'm like, or like the x-rays, the MRIs, and the blood tests and everything, and all of my savings going away. But one of the nights we were eating dinner, and my father said, well, at least I won't have to worry about spending money on you with your wedding. But yeah, he didn't spend a dime on my test. I spent almost all of my, yeah, like not a dime, not a dime. But he was like, well, it's like I'll have more money to spend on your sister's wedding because I don't see anybody marrying you. I don't see that. And I start crying. And he was like, I'm sorry, baby, but I just got to tell you the truth. He was like, I have to tell you the truth. No one's going to want you. And I remember I was in pain, but I left the table and I went up to my room and I was just bawling because I didn't choose to be like this. I didn't choose this. Everyone's trying to punish me. And I've worked hard with getting my degrees and my education. I've done like my volunteer work. I mean, I've done so many things. Now, self-published author, and I'm gonna work on that novel today. Yes, but I've done so many things. But I like the weekend that my ex, Mr. Spider, sharpened the knives. I remember my dad coming into the kitchen and he was like, you found a really good guy. I think I'm gonna change my mind. I like him. I really like him. You chose really well. He was like, yeah, you actually chose really well. My dad trusted him. He let him in my room, like, cause my dad is Alabama South, like old fashioned. Oh, grew up during the segregation. Oh yeah. So my dad's very strict and stuff like that. So when like when he like my ex and I, we would be in my room watching TV, talking and everything. My dad would just, let us chill, hang out, whatever. And some people might make fun of me. Yeah, like I was so close with the down payment for a house, and I I've been in and out the house partially because yeah, a lot of companies wouldn't hire me, and then I did promotional modeling, so I I like there were some months where I was only home 4 or 5 days out of the month. What's the point of getting an apartment and stuff? Yeah, because with promotional modeling, I was literally gone, like going to Chicago and going to Indiana, Ohio, Chicago, Kentucky. Oh, Kentucky. I got stories about Kentucky. Some of those white boys, oh, they're racist, but then they want to taste the chocolate, but they're still racist. Who okay. Anyway, not all of you. Okay, but if I said that and I hurt, I'm talking about you. Anyway, anyway. But in the very next week, he brought me flowers. And I just remember my dad walked in and he texted my sister and he was just like, he's doing all the things that, yeah, it's like, she found a real, like, because he even started telling family members. And so now it's so embarrassing because, like, my dad asked about him twice and I just shrugged my shoulders. So now I think he knows, just don't bring him up. Just don't talk. Yeah, don't say his name. Let's just forget about him. Because I told my ex I want to tell him a reason, but the reason is about my disability. So that's just gonna prove my dad's point. Like now, that wedding money's just gonna go straight back to my perfect sister. And I didn't ask for this. Like, I'm being punished for something I was born with. And even some of the things he said about black women are, yeah, there were red flags and things, but I thought since he was born in an area, or not born, raised in an area with mostly white people, that, like, yeah, some of his questions were valid. It's not like part of the reason why he didn't know certain things valid, but yeah, I don't know. It's just sad and frustrating because that whole time he did not want to date me. He saw that I had a disability and that no one else is gonna want her. So why don't I just take my chance? Why don't I take advantage of this opportunity? But now that he has a newer car and he's about to apply for better jobs and people are starting to hit, men and women are starting to hit on him, he can do better now. But he thought after he broke up with me that I am just going to do like he did with his ex-wife. And I'm just going to jump when he says jump. And, oh, you want to be my friend? Okay, no. This fool actually thought I was going to be his friend after he admitted to me that the entire time he had an issue with my disability. The entire time he had an issue with my disability, but he was so desperate to be with somebody. But he wanted to be. I told him we could have been friends the very first day. But then he wanted to go on 2 or 3 dates a week. He would come over to my house on some of the worst weather dates. Like there were times where I got yelled at, like, because there were times where my dad would be like, "Don't you leave that house? It's like the snow. It's too dangerous." But he would be like, "I'm coming to get you. I'm getting you." And I'm like, "Are you sure? The weather?" And he's like, "No, I'm getting you." He was always so determined to get me. And so I just thought, yeah, he loves me that much. He cares about me that much. He wants to see me that much. No, he was just desperate for attention. He was that desperate. And I keep meeting men who are just desperate. That's one reason why now I don't care if I'm nice. Now I don't care if I'm nice. And throughout, like, I got yelled at by his ex-wife, harassing me, being mean to me, doing despicable, awful, hatred things. Then my perfect sister, like one of the last weeks before he broke up with me, she yelled at me so badly over him. There were so many times where I got yelled at over, and he didn't even want me. He didn't even care about me. He was just desperate. He knew that he was going to just dismiss me at some point. But he allowed me to go through all of that pain, all of the yelling. But I kept thinking it's worth it. It's like he's already got my dad's approval. My dad likes him. My dad is sometimes when I say, "Oh, Mr. Spider's coming." Oh, okay, that's good. I'm glad. I'm not. Yeah, it's like, but yeah, the day before Father's Day, where's Mr. Spider? I haven't seen him. And I just shrugged my shoulders. And then the next week, huh? I haven't seen where's Mr. Spider? Where's our friend? I just shrugged my shoulders, and when I saw the way his face changed, he will never see Mr. Spider again. And I don't want someone desperate. I hate that. I hate that. Thank you so much for listening to the Handicapable Black Woman Throne Room. I am a woman, I am of color, and I am handicapable. But most importantly, I am human and you're human too.